Good morning, love. So, I have a song coming in. Don't know who sings it, but it goes, "Can we just talk? Talk about how we're doing." Yeah, no. Someone's got to throw a chakra blockage, obviously. But it's also like got this, no. You made your bed, now lie in it. So, someone wants to talk and someone does not. Take that how it resonates. I'm not getting in the middle of that one. Anyway, let's see what's going on in the collective. See what you need to know for your greatest and highest good at this time. So the first cards popping out here are 5 of Inspirations, the Star, and 3 of Materials. So there is a kind of mirroring that is going on between what looks like you and a couple other people. This seems to have like a friendship or work related type energy where you all have this mirrored idea, this same shared vision that you're all trying to kind of manifest, but you may or may not know that you all have this same kind of dream. And whatever this is, it's something that's very aligned and it's being mirrored back at you by the other people. I'm hearing for some of you, it may be like relationships. So depending on where you are in your phase of life, like seeing your friends, getting engaged, getting married, starting their families, like it's illuminating that deep desire within you. And you're starting to notice that you don't have the kind of jealousy type feelings where you're irked. You're happy for them, and you're seeing that as a mirror. You're seeing it as evidence of what you want, and it's kind of igniting it deep within you, because I think at some point you told yourself that this wasn't possible, whatever this dream was for you. But because you're starting to see it being mirrored in your outward reality, you're really starting to believe in the possibility of it actually being for you. And you're just very aware of those external evidences within your life and how they're shedding a light on what it is that you truly want. They're helping you have that clarity. Maybe people are doing things that are things that you would do or you wouldn't do, and it's kind of giving you that, yes, I would do that, no, I wouldn't do that, and like to create your ideal version of whatever this, shared kind of dream is. And that's really beautiful. Tell me more about this energy. Emperor mode. This has to do with stability, family, co-creation, provision, caring for. Like, it's stirring and healing that emperor masculine type energy within you, and really helping you pull your life together so that you feel steady and steadfast in a place where you can actually manifest this into reality. Whether there is like those constructs of like, I need to do this first, and that kind of ideal that you've put in place for yourself, if you're like super type A, like there's like an order that must be followed, or like you really believe in that social construct of, first you date or court, and then you get engaged, and then you get married, and then you have babies, and then, right, or, career, blah, 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 blah. Like, however that is for you, you have this very rigid and structured, I don't want to say rigid because it's not necessarily a negative thing. It is a value and a boundary that you have created for yourself. And if that speaks to the core of who you are, that's a beautiful thing. I'm very much that way. It's like one of the very few like societal societal constructs that does resonate with me is that kind of sequential order. But also there is no one right way, right? The right way is the right way for you kind of a thing. I feel like there's a kind of relaxing or an understanding in seeing your friends do this. Like, you're starting to kind of understand, like, as long as it gets done, it doesn't really matter. But I personally would feel at my best, at my most aligned, if I took it in this approach, if I took it, step by step, which is a very powerful place to be. That is very much like that grounded emperor leadership energy within yourself. Or even if this has to do with like a project, like creating that like format or like a storyboard, like whatever that process is, it's like you understand the value of each phase of the process and not just running to the end, or a specific like aspect. You understand that taking that methodical approach, even though it may feel longer, it may feel tedious at times, ultimately to have the most success, this is the best approach, and it's the approach that honors who you are, which ultimately is the most important thing, right? What sparked this awareness? Hermit mode. You got sent into this introspective space, whether you chose it or, the universe put you on timeout. It was from disconnecting from everyone else and really sitting with yourself and asking those questions of, what do I want? How do I want it to unfold? Where am I pushing? Where's my ego pushing too hard? Where is my soul calling? Like, you really allowed yourself the time in this space to get the clarity and the enlightenment about what those were, and kind of seeing the light and the dark and the good and the bad and how things have been and where you are and where you want to go. Like, you really pulled out and looked at everything to really ascertain what is right for you, what is aligned for you, and I am absolutely freaking proud to see that kind of energy coming through. And from taking that time, from disconnecting and pulling away from everybody else's like direct input and just being in an observational energy, you were able to have that clarity and step back out and take the right course of action towards this dream. And like, you feel very solid in this. So it feels like you have your resolve, and you're shutting up and getting it done, which is kind of where I'm at. Like, I was gonna come share about some of the things that I'm working on and some of my resolves, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna shut up and do it. I'm not even gonna talk about it. Yep. I'm gonna come out with my whole thing, and you're gonna be like, what the fuck just happened? Where did that come from? You know what? Yeah. My whole thing was, I'm gonna disappear. I'm not gonna tell you guys anything. Still is my energy, but that's the thing, is like, you're gonna keep it under wraps, and then you're just gonna pop out with it, and you're just gonna go after what you want and make it happen, because it's yours, it's your dream, and then it's just gonna be there, and nobody can say squat diddly about it, right? It's like, you've come to understand that how much influence that those external energies have had on you, good, bad, and indifferent, and you've stepped into a place, a very, very powerful place, where you're like, I want what I want, I'm gonna get it. Like, you can say what you want, but I'm not gonna fucking listen because I want this, and you can't tell me shit, right? And I fucking love that energy. Okay, like, that is peak fucking energy, y'all. But whatever this is, like, you've decided to do what makes you happy, to go after what makes you happy, to create the life that you desire. Whoa, that was a lot of energy. I am so proud of you. All right, what can you expect? Queen of Voices. You are going to now be able to stand very powerfully in your truth, your authenticity, in your voice, and continue to cut out the bullshit. Emotion has been kind of tempered and tamed and put in its place, and you are now able to vocalize what it is that you want, why you're going after it, and to basically detach from everything else and be like, either you can support me or you can get the fuck out, kind of a thing. Like, you are not tolerating anything at this point. You have a very fixed mindset on what you want, and absolutely fucking nothing is gonna get in your way. This is super masculine energy, like, woo! This is like daddy where you've been energy. No lie. What guidance or advice do you need? 5 of Voices. So just continue to be aware of, that external chatter and noise, and understand that it might not ever stop. Like, everybody has their opinion, right or wrong, and they're probably going to, voice it. And as long as you can stay in your power and just accept that it's chatter and noise and not identify with it, and stand in your truth and keep choosing yourself, and, setting those boundaries, cutting people out, being like, if you can't respect my decision, then we're just not going to talk about it, or, you can remove yourself from my life, or I'm not going to be able to, have a relationship with you, or the same type of relationship with you, whatever that looks like really, like, you are in, like, a 0 tolerance space. Can attest. Like, it's like, if you're not coming at me with energy that is helpful right now, I don't want it, because I know what I want, I'm going for it, and unless you're gonna help me get there in some way, like, no thank you, right? And, like, fuck, that's a beautiful energy to see. All right, what is coming from this energy space? Wow, you want to throw half the deck at me? What is coming from this energy space? Wow. Ooh. 4 of Inspirations and use of materials. This is big daddy energy, y'all. Like, oh my god. What is this? What is this? 4 of Inspirations. So this is like again, like, friends, celebration, marriages, graduations, the like. I'm seeing like those like Edison bulb patio lights. So, like, whether this past, present, future, there's this celebratory energy, and where there's a coming together, and this is just, and your calling in soul family and soul tribe, and really understanding like who you want to be a part of these big life moments, who you're bringing forward with you, and you're very passionately creating this reality. You're very passionately going towards these big milestones, like like engagement, marriage, birth. Like, those are like the big 3, right? So, like, there's a heavy energy there, and it's this like communing with those who have the same values. So, like, that family value, that community, and that connectedness, and really being around those who support your desire and your vision to have this in your life. And that's really firing you up and helping you really own that energy within yourself and have that clear direction, where it's like, there is nothing, absolutely fucking nothing in your way now. You're just like, get the fuck out of my way. This is amazing energy to channel. I don't want to close this one out. I would like to take it with me today. We got guidance and advice. Let's see. What don't we see about this situation? Temperance. This came about by your diligent efforts to balance out things in your life, to tame the light and the dark and the shadow and the soul and the ego and all of those aspects of self, and really come to an understanding of who you are and how you're operating. And that, coupled with your introspective hermit phase here, really allowed you to sit in a space of, this is who I am, this is what I want, from a very tempered place. It's not too heavy in the heart, it's not too heavy in the head. It's just very clear, direct, and predominantly masculine energy. This is so freaking beautiful. I don't know, I want to ask something else, but I don't even know what to ask. It's big energy, and it's solid, and it's just like, I'm fired up. Like, let's go. Like, I want to do something. Like, put me to work. Is there anything else we need to know? Yeah. You kind of had to see through your own bullshit, kind of a thing, and really take ownership of where you were holding yourself back. And once you got that clarity and you were able to release that, it very much freed up your energy, and now you are either calling in or sitting in this very, very powerful place. And I absolutely freaking love that for you. And whatever you're calling in is coming in fucking quick. Like, really quick. Like, there's so much fire energy going on here, like speed, and like there's literally nothing in your way. Like, eye on the prize, and I think you're going to be surprised at how fast this comes in, because you cleared those internal blocks and you are in such just a clear space, such a solid masculine space, and that's really what's going to materialize this for you. Amazing. All right, I really do love that for you, for me, for all of us. That is beautiful energy to be in, and I can't wait to see how it unfolds. So if you want to share, have comments, questions, concerns, want a reading, you know where to find me.